Welcome everyone to another Fallout 76 nuking experiment. Previously we nuked the new Sheep Squatch event, Free Range, 3 different times, and the results were a total bust. We were trying to figure out if the Sheep Squatch could be mutated into a glowing Sheep Squatch or something, but like I mentioned before, the results were terrible there. I guess in a way we learned not to nuke this place. I may try nuking the cryptid again, except not at the event. I'll try finding like a wild one somewhere or something. Anyways, in this experiment, we are going to be finally nuking the Mothman. The reason why I say finally is because this has been recommended pretty much every time I have made a nuking experiment episode. It seems like someone is always wanting us to figure out what happens when we do nuke the Mothman. And actually, I'm kind of curious myself, because I do know it's possible to find a glowing Mothman. Players mainly find them in rad storms. Some of you may be familiar with rad storms. As you can see, here is a massive one going on. Not sure where these can appear at the most. If you know, feel free to leave it down below in the comments. Anyways, within these rad storms, enemies are automatically mutated like they would be inside a nuke blast radius. But the odds of finding a rad storm as well as a Mothman within it could take a very long time. Then again, it could not. But to hopefully speed up the process, what I'm going to be doing is nuking a Mothman. Now how we're going to be setting this up is one of my buddies, thankfully, is going to keep the Mothman in position, and I'm going to be running through the nuke silo while he is keeping it in position. I will say the reason why this has been on the back burner for quite some time and I haven't actually got to this until now is because, well, for one, there's been a lot of content here recently that's been added into Fallout 76 that I've been trying to make videos over for you all. Also, because just finding a Mothman takes a while, at least for me. I don't know actual good locations to find one that I know for sure it'll always spawn at. I'm pretty sure they are completely random, but I could be wrong about that. And not to mention, half the time that you do find a Mothman, it teleports away immediately where you're not even able to fight it whatsoever. I mean, sure, it's pretty tricky to do this, but I feel like it's going to be worth it because this is answering a question that a lot of the community has had in the past. It's finally about to be checked off the list on what happens. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into this.
Attention, attention. Launch sequence activated. Launch tube will seal in 30 seconds. All personnel should exit the launch tube immediately.
Okay, so I accidentally killed it. I did not mean to do that, but what was I thinking? I was literally dropping a nuke right on top of the Mothman. That's where I messed up at. I shouldn't have dropped it right on top of it. I should have dropped it nearby and then led the Mothman to that radiation zone and then led the Mothman to see if it would have mutated into a glowing Mothman. Once again, I do know they exist, and actually in the guidebook they have apparently 1700 health, which is almost the highest health enemy that we can go up against besides the Scorch Beast Queen and, well, now the Sheep Squatch. It's pretty crazy to know. Now I'm not saying this is going to be a super hard fight to take on, but it's going to be a decent fight if you're not high level enough as well as not equipped good enough. But yeah, since I'm on the topic of the Mothman, before I completely wrap up this nuking experiment, I wanted to go over an event that I feel like a lot of players are missing out on, and that is the Path to Enlightenment. First off, before I get into this event, I just want to mention that no, it is not possible to nuke this. As you can see, this is in the safety zone. The reason why I say that is because in the past, I've had people recommend me to nuke this area because at this event, we can summon a Mothman. Now, this variation of the Mothman is called the Wise Mothman. And how we summon it, we have to collect this bioluminescent fluid and place it in the lighthouse. Now, we're going to have to collect 50 of it. So if you are trying to summon this, it's actually pretty useful to collect this fluid from the fireflies before you actually start hopping servers to try to find this event. That should help tremendously to complete this event fast, because sometimes when you find it, it may have little time remaining, like not enough time to collect 50 different fluids. Sheesh, we have to take out a lot of fireflies to get that. And keep in mind, once you do complete this event, it has a 2-hour cooldown until it appears again. So yeah, it doesn't appear on the map that frequently. But once again, you can find it over here. And when you do summon the Wise Mothman, you can commune with it to get a buff to have +5 experience. The buff is called Wisdom of the Mothman, as you can see. And it lasts for an hour. But yeah, this is a pretty useful event. And also, as you can see, you can get some decent rewards too. For example, how I just got a deep pocketed plan for completing this. What's cool about this Wise Mothman is that it is completely friendly with you, so you can stand here next to it and capture some pretty good screenshots. But yeah, I just wanted to show you all this real quick just because this is a Mothman video, and I feel like a lot of players are missing out on this unique event that we can do. It'd be awesome to see some future events similar to this where we summon something and it's friendly with us. It'd be pretty cool. But yeah, I'm out of here. Thanks for taking the time to watch and listen. And if you found us enjoyable, consider leaving a like to help support the series. And hey, maybe if you want, stick around and subscribe for more future content over Fallout 76. Until next time though, guys.